My mind felt like it was stuck in a dense fog. Simple tasks felt overwhelming. The alarm clock blared, its shrill sound piercing through the silence of the early morning. I groaned, feeling the weight of another sleepless night pressing down on me. But I couldn't find the energy to move. My body felt like it was made of lead, every muscle resisting the call to start the day. Welcome to the Academy of Vitality and Health. Here we focus on helping you live healthier, teach you about your health and body, feel amazing, and improve your lifestyle. Join us on the journey to vitality and well-being. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest tips, advice, and inspiration. Let's discover a healthier, happier life together. We talk a lot about physical health. It's a topic that dominates our conversations, our social media feeds, and even our daily routines. We are constantly reminded of the importance of staying active, eating nutritious foods, and scheduling regular checkups with our doctors. We exercise, eat right, and go to the doctor. These activities are ingrained in our culture as essential components of a healthy lifestyle. We celebrate our physical achievements, whether it's running a marathon, losing weight, or simply maintaining a balanced diet. But what about our mental health? This crucial aspect of our well-being often takes a back seat. We might meditate, journal, or even attend therapy sessions, but these practices are not always given the same level of importance or visibility as physical health routines. It's just as important, but often overlooked. Mental health struggles can be invisible, making them easier to ignore or dismiss, yet they can have profound effects on our overall quality of life. Mental health affects everything we do. It influences our ability to perform daily tasks, engage in social activities, and manage our responsibilities. When our mental health is compromised, it can feel like an uphill battle just to get through the day. It influences our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Our mental state shapes how we perceive the world around us, how we interact with others, and how we respond to challenges and opportunities. It impacts how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Our mental health determines our resilience in the face of adversity and our capacity to build and maintain meaningful relationships. Ignoring our mental health is like ignoring a flashing warning light on the dashboard of our lives. These warning signs are there for a reason, signaling that something needs attention before it leads to more significant problems. It might seem easier to pretend it's not there, but eventually, it will catch up with us. The longer we ignore these signs, the more difficult it becomes to address the underlying issues. This isn't about being happy all the time. It's unrealistic to expect constant happiness. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's normal to experience a range of emotions. It's about being present, connected, and able to navigate the ups and downs of life. Mindfulness, therapy, and other mental health practices help us stay grounded and resilient, enabling us to face life's challenges with a clearer mind and a stronger heart. It's about living wholeheartedly, even when things get tough. Embracing our mental health journey allows us to experience life more fully, with all its complexities and beauty. By prioritizing our mental well-being, we can lead richer, more fulfilling lives. Our minds can be our greatest allies, but also our toughest critics. They have the power to uplift us, to inspire us, and to help us navigate through life's challenges. But sometimes they can also be the source of our deepest struggles and anxieties. Sometimes our minds send us signals that something isn't quite right. These signals can be subtle or glaringly obvious, but they are always important. They are our mind's way of telling us that we need to pay attention, to take a step back, and to address what is going on inside. Are you having trouble focusing, even on tasks you usually enjoy? This could be a sign that your mind is overwhelmed or preoccupied with something else. It might be trying to tell you that you need a break, or that there is an underlying issue that needs to be addressed. Do your moods feel like a roller coaster, shifting quickly and intensely? Emotional instability can be a sign of stress, anxiety, or other mental health issues. It's important to recognize these mood swings and understand that they are not just random occurrences, but signals from your mind that something is off balance. Are you struggling to sleep, even when you're exhausted? Sleep is crucial for our mental and physical health, and difficulty sleeping can be a major red flag. It might be your mind's way of telling you that it is too active, too stressed, or too anxious to rest. These could be signs that your mental health needs attention. It's important to listen to these signals and take them seriously. Ignoring them can lead to more serious issues down the line. Other signs include feeling constantly on edge, withdrawing from loved ones, and avoiding social interactions. These behaviors can be a way of coping with overwhelming emotions or stress, but they can also isolate you and make things worse. Experiencing changes in appetite or energy levels can also be a sign that something is wrong. You might find yourself eating more or less than usual, or feeling unusually tired or lethargic. These changes can be your body's way of responding to stress or emotional turmoil. Having difficulty controlling your emotions is another important sign. If you find yourself getting easily frustrated, crying more than usual, or feeling overwhelmed by your emotions, it might be time to seek help. These signs are not weaknesses. They are simply indicators that your mind and body need some extra care and attention. It's okay to ask for help and to take the time you need to heal. They're simply our mind and body's way of telling us we need to slow down, listen, and take care of ourselves. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. So pay attention to these signs and don't hesitate to reach out for support when you need it. I know firsthand how deeply mental health can affect our lives. It's not just a fleeting feeling or a momentary lapse, it's a constant presence that can shape every aspect of our existence. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, it can be a relentless companion. For years I struggled with anxiety and shame. These feelings weren't just occasional visitors, they were permanent residents in my mind. They dictated my actions, influenced my decisions, and clouded my judgment. I felt trapped in a cycle of worry and self-doubt, unable to break free. I tried to push through, to pretend everything was fine. I wore a mask of normalcy, hoping no one would see the turmoil inside. At social events I would smile and engage in conversations, but my mind was always elsewhere, consumed by my inner battles. At work I put on a brave face, but the weight of my struggles was always there, lurking in the background. But the harder I tried to outrun my struggles, the more they seemed to control me. It was like being on a treadmill, running endlessly but never getting anywhere. The exhaustion was both physical and mental. I would push myself to the brink, only to find that my struggles had tightened their grip on me even more. My anxiety made it difficult to focus at work. Simple tasks became monumental challenges. I would stare blankly at my computer screen, unable to concentrate. My desk, once organized, became a chaotic mess, reflecting the state of my mind. Deadlines loomed, and the pressure only added to my anxiety. My relationships suffered as I withdrew from loved ones. I became distant, isolating myself from those who cared about me. Arguments became more frequent, and misunderstandings grew. I felt like a burden, convinced that my struggles were too much for anyone else to handle. Social gatherings, once enjoyable, became sources of dread. I felt constantly on edge, like a tightly wound spring about to snap. Every little thing seemed to set me off. My patience wore thin, and my temper flared. The stress was palpable, manifesting in physical symptoms like headaches and muscle tension. I was a ticking time bomb, waiting to explode. It wasn't until I acknowledged my struggles and sought help that I began to heal. Admitting that I needed help was the hardest step, but it was also the most crucial. I started seeing a therapist, someone who could guide me through my pain and help me understand my emotions. I also turned to self-help books, seeking wisdom and strategies to cope. Therapy gave me the tools to manage my anxiety and cultivate self-compassion. Through therapy, I learned techniques to calm my mind and reframe my thoughts. I discovered the importance of self-care and the power of mindfulness. Meditation became a daily practice, helping me find peace amidst the chaos. Slowly but surely, I began to reclaim my life, one step at a time. Ignoring our mental health doesn't make the problems disappear. In fact, it often makes them worse. Untreated mental health issues can lead to a decline in physical health, strained relationships, decreased productivity at work or school, and a diminished sense of self-worth. In severe cases, it can even lead to thoughts of self-harm or suicide. We must remember that mental health is health. Just like we wouldn't ignore a broken bone, we shouldn't ignore our mental well-being. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of courage and self-awareness. It takes courage to admit we need help. But remember, you are not alone. Millions of people struggle with their mental health. Reaching out to a therapist, counselor, or doctor is a powerful step towards healing. These professionals can provide a safe and supportive space to explore your thoughts and feelings, develop coping mechanisms, and work towards a brighter future. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. It's a sign that you're willing to take control of your mental well-being and create a more fulfilling life. Small steps, big impact, simple self-care practices for a healthier mind. Taking care of our mental health doesn't require grand gestures. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from small, consistent actions. Start by incorporating simple self-care practices into your daily routine. Engage in activities that bring you joy, whether it's reading, listening to music, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones. Prioritize sleep. Nourish your body with healthy foods and move your body in ways that feel good. Even a short walk or a few minutes of stretching can make a difference. Breaking the stigma, sharing our stories, building each other up. For too long, mental health has been shrouded in stigma and shame. But we have the power to change that. When we share our stories, we break down the walls of isolation and create space for connection and understanding. By talking openly about our experiences, we normalize mental health struggles and encourage others to seek the support they deserve. Let's create a world where we can show up authentically, without judgment or shame. A world where we celebrate our resilience and offer compassion to those who are struggling. Your journey starts now. Resources for continued growth. Your mental health journey is ongoing. It's a process of self-discovery, growth, and healing. And there are resources available to support you every step of the way. Explore online mental health platforms, connect with support groups, and reach out to local organizations that offer mental health services. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. There are countless tools and resources available to empower you on your path to mental well-being. A call to action. Let's create a world where we all feel seen and supported. Mental health matters. It matters for each of us as individuals, and it matters for our communities as a whole. Let's start by checking in with ourselves and each other. Let's practice empathy, offer support, and break down the stigma surrounding mental health. Share your story, listen to others, and advocate for policies and practices that prioritize mental well-being. Together, we can create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and supported on their mental health journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You'll find plenty of inspiration, practical tips, and advice to live a healthier and happier life.